Take 20. That's a lie. It's not really take 20, but it's getting there. Okay. I was tagged by Miss Sandy, and I'm going to do my best to try to answer all of these questions without going over 10 minutes. Let's see. Let's go. My name is Holly Carpenter. Do I do Facebook? I do, but I keep it separate from HCG. Let's see. Location. I live in northern Kentucky. I'm about 25 miles from Cincinnati. Single or married? I'm married. I have been married for going on 31 years and been with the same guy for 32. Let's see. Kids. Yes, I have 3 kids. My oldest is 30. My middle is 25. And my baby is no longer a baby. He's 23. 2 girls and a boy. The boy is the baby. In so many ways. Hobbies. No, I don't have any hobbies. I'm just so boring. Do I collect anything? Yes, I collect dust and dust bunnies. Favorite color? Gosh. Blues, greens, browns, grays, yellows, reds, oranges, you name it. Let's see. Favorite relaxing activity would be either driving on the back of the motorcycle with my husband. That's very relaxing. Or sitting out on the porch in the morning, drinking a cup of coffee and reading our Bible and discussing what we read. And sitting back on the deck with a beer in the evening time and talking about garden and what we're going to put in the garden and just garden stuff. That's very relaxing. When did I start HCG? I started it in 2010 was my first time I did it. It was awesome round. I lost a lot of weight and felt good, but I don't count that round now. So because in between I did 2 other rounds and I screwed it all up, so I don't even count it. How does my family feel about HCG protocol? My family is very supportive. They always have been. I've always been on some kind of diet, so HCG was no surprise. When I found this one, and my husband is supportive, and that's what counts. Let's see. Have I read Pounds and Inches? Yes. Have I read Weight Loss Apocalypse? Part of it. Favorite vlogger? I like, my favorite would be Miss Sandy HCG. I either go to hers first because I can't wait, or I go to hers last because I just like that's how I want to wrap up my evening. I just like her. I like listening to her. I like her stability. Another one would be Heavy Dobby. I mean, everybody, likes listening to Heavy Dobby. She's like a big warm blanket. Let's say, name some bloggers you would love to hang out with, I think is what I said I did. Gosh, just about all of them that I know. I would just love that. That would be so much fun. But still, to hang out with and to really talk about probably life would probably still be Miss Sandy. I don't know. It'd be her. Let's see. Any old school HG bloggers that you would love to see or have words of wisdom? I would say Mama Clock. And also, too, with the favorite vloggers, too, I mean, I'd have to say to put this in here with the old school, and the other one would be Miss HCG girl, because I really started listening. I mean, I listened to Mama Clock in the very beginning in 2010. I listened to all of hers, and that's how I found out about really all of this. I'd read Pounds and Inches before I actually had found Mama Clock. But Miss HCG girl, when I started this January and started researching it like back in November or October or something like that, I actually found her. Probably by doing the same thing I did when I found Mama Clock. So, yeah. I would say probably I would maybe consider her like an old school. She's done 6 rounds and she's right now in life maintenance and she's doing awesome. And my gosh, I revert back to her all the time because I listen to her blogs and she's been successful. And I just, you know, to me there's a lot of wisdom and she's straight up with it that that's what works for her. And so she would probably be, and plus too, she's the same age as me. She's the same age. She's almost the same height. So yeah, there's a lot in common in that aspect. So that's would be one of the vloggers that would have words of wisdom for me. What type of HCG do I use? I use RX Hucog. Sublingual injections pellets, I do sublingual. What made me choose that type is because when I found Mama Clock, that's what she was doing, so that's what I did. People tend to ask where do we get it from, if I would like. I know I got it from someplace else in the very beginning. I can't remember what it was. It was probably the same place that Mama Clock got hers, and I think they went out of business too, if I'm not mistaken. Then I went to All Day Chemist, and that's where I got it all, except this last time we know what happened to All Day Chemist. Let's see. What is my round status of today? I am doing round 2. I don't count the other round back in 2010. I count the round that I started this year, 2012, in January, and right now I'm on my 2nd round, and I'm on very low calorie day 8. In phase 2. Short rounds or long rounds? I'm leaning towards wanting to try to keep the round as short as possible. I'm kind of not, I'm not playing it out too far advanced, but I kind of want to get started on it, to do, to do the phases so I can get back on round 2, because of course, there's another question. Yes, I do plan on doing another round. Let's see. What did I miss? What was the results of my first round? I already told you that. That was, I almost lost 40 pounds on that round. So that was a good round. But the last round that I did, I lost 23.4, and that was a good round. And so I'm planning on this one to be. What was your best round? That I'm planning, my best one's this round. Let's see, how much more weight do I want to lose, if any? It depends. Probably 50, maybe 60 pounds. I'm going to see what my body says. I'm going to be 51 next month, and so I'm just going to trust in my body, just listening to the old girl, see what she says. So yes, I am planning on doing more rounds. What food and or drink do I miss most? Like I said, I miss all the foods that I'm preparing for my husband at the time. So I can't eat it. If I can't, I'm making him bacon for dinner, then I want bacon, but I can't have it. When I'm making him grilled cheese, then that's my favorite food, and I can't have it. My favorite drink is really, the only thing I really drink is coffee and a beer now and then, if we have Mexican or something like that, a margarita, but I can't say I'm missing it, like, oh my gosh. Let's see. What is your favorite phase? My favorite phase is phase 2. Not because of the foods, but because I'm addicted to HCG. Favorite loading food? I I would say like pizza and cheeseburgers and bacon. I don't really load on a lot of sugar stuff. I know one time I did load and I got a big cheesecake. I got this huge cheesecake that my daughters and my son, I think they all went in on it, of a cheesecake, a company, not the Cheesecake Factory, but this was a family-owned business up in Ohio, and they made for my 25th wedding anniversary, I got a cheesecake, wedding cake, oh my gosh, anniversary cake. It was so good. So the first time we went, we got that, and I loaded on that. So, but I didn't do that. I haven't done this the past couple of rounds. Let's see, favorite new seasonings. I use pretty much the same seasonings that I use whether I'm on HCG or not. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Old Bay seasoning, just stuff like that. I've got Miss Dash's Heard of Lemon chicken. I think I got McCormick's grilling spices, but no like super favorite. Let's see, phase 2 treat. I've never done Cocoa Delight on phase 2. I've never made lemon truffles. I've made Cocoa Delight, and I just can't seem to make them where they taste like I like them. So I would say a biggest treat on phase 2 is when my first round this year is when I started using coconut oil to cook my chicken and my vegetables with. To me, that was a treat. That is like I could stay on HCG for a very, very long time, just having just that little bit to cook my meat and saute my vegetables in. Let's see, for those who have completed phase 3, let's see, suggestions for a successful stabilization. That would be, my suggestion would be is keep the scale close and nearby and get on it. I was sorry with my first round that I didn't do that. I got my last dose weight and I didn't get back on the scale and do that, and that kind of really messed with my head, and I was warring over in my mind on whether to do whatever I could to get back down to my last dose weight. And I did one steak day, I did go down some, then I did a fat fast day, and I screwed that up immensely and actually gained weight, and my body wound up stabilizing at the same place had I had not went ahead and extended my round to try to get as far away from the 200-pound mark. So as of today, on day 8, I weighed in at 196.4. It was 196.4 was my last dose weight, I believe. I've been 196.4, let's see, the 17th I was 196.4, yesterday I was 196.8, and this morning I woke up to 196.4. So that possibly might be a set point for me. But anyway, I wish I had continued to step on the scale every day. That would be my wise. Of course, I haven't done phase 4. I did that for about 2.5 weeks, and I was ready to get back on phase 2. So there you have it, 14 minutes and 10 seconds. And of course, there's so many other things, so much stuff I would like to say, but I'm not going to do it. So, hug to my HCG family.